In his book, A Terrible Glory, Custer and the Little Bighorn, James Donovan details what are clearly manifestations of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, among the survivors of the Battle of the Little Bighorn. The case of Captain Thomas Weir is illustrative. Weir died less than 6 months after the battle. Rapidly destroying himself with alcohol, Weir spent most of his days in a state of depression and nervous exhaustion. Donovan attributes Weir's condition to battle fatigue, the traumatic loss of so many close friends, the method of their destruction, and the slander of Custer's good name. Captain Thomas French appears to have suffered a similar fate. In 1879, French was found guilty of 3 counts of drunkenness and 1 count of conduct unbecoming an officer. He was suspended at half pay for a year. In 1880, he was determined to be mentally unfit and physically incapable of performing any military duties. He died 2 years later. Like Weir, his breakdown was likely brought on by soldier's heart, the era's phrase for combat fatigue or shell shock. Other troopers at the Little Bighorn also suffered mentally. Louis Boomgardner was discharged from the Army in 1894 because of progressive paralysis of the insane contracted in the line of duty. He later died in an insane asylum. John J Fay was diagnosed as insane in 1877. Henry Hack was diagnosed as having mental depression in 1881. He died in an insane asylum that same year. Thomas Mclaughlin was another trooper who became deranged after the battle. He was troubled with nervousness and saw imaginary Indians. When he saw Custer's picture, he would get excited and talk incoherently. His constant talk was about the fight at the Little Bighorn, and he would point out on the prairie at some rocks and say, "There the Indians are. Do you not see them?" He was sent to the Jamestown Hospital for the Insane in North Dakota in April 1885. He died there 1 year later. At least 6 men committed suicide after the battle. George Blunt died of gas asphyxia. Charles Fisher also died in this way. John Stenker killed himself with an overdose of opium. C. Waggoner died from an overdose of powdered morphine. John W. Berkman and George Lloyd shot themselves. So, this is the unhappy record of some of the survivors of the Battle of the Little Bighorn.